us from Keenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, it is a wild scene here down on the field. The home coach has told me pregame he understands everything is on the line in this rivalry matchup. He had a conversation with his team with the conference championship and the playoffs on the line. They have to keep their poise and composure. They can't let a rivalry game knock them off their path. We'll see how composed his team can play today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The returner will field it and bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So North Carolina's offense will have the football first. Redemption might be on their mind as they took a whipping the last time these two squared off.
They sure did, Reese, and their best players made a lot of mistakes the last time out, especially on offense. David, it's really important in this one. The stars have to play like stars. They got to stat it up, and they got to start fast.
And they got to remember what happened. They got to remember the celebration, the on-field antics, the social media, all of it that came with it. The embarrassment of last time. So, yes, your big players, they got to play big, especially in these rivalry games.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
This team is an underdog for a reason, but you talk about getting off to a hot start, creating some belief, first drive, and you force a turnover. This team's now going to have some juice, some momentum, some energy, and if they're going to pull the upset, that's exactly what they need.
The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And, man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip? Right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. To throw, it's Bailey. Unleashes to the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, North! Carolina State! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Pulls it. The pitch. Shakes off the defender. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
2nd down, gonna throw it. He's gonna let it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the 3rd possession is the charm. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the block.
Makes the grab in their space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Tar Heels want to crank the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Running the red zone, it's Hall. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Right side, it's Hall. Brought down. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Timeout called by NC State, that's their 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Powers inside. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got it. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll go to the counter. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, I love the physicality there. Backed up deep down in your own end. We're going to have to get hats on hats and give our running back an opportunity to make somebody miss, use that speed. I don't know if they were necessarily anticipating a long run like that, David, but hey, they just complete.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's going for a big play downfield.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Ollie, what do you have?
Here on the Tar Heel sideline, we are seeing history here today. The running back has continued to run strong today, and now he is the program's single-season leader. The sideline immediately went up in arms, yelling, screaming. They are so excited for their running back, and they will continue to ride his energy here today as he makes more school history. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success.
Snags it, and there's running room. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Man, and what a rough start for this quarterback. Already throwing 1 interception, throwing another ball in harm's way. They got to find a way to settle him down a little bit, maybe give him some easier throws because his decision-making so far has not been good.
And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This quarterback part of their running game. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to get it in. And he strikes his way into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Fields. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. NC State heads out gearing up to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Bailey. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Caught, and they'll stop him about 5. Short of the 1st. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Trying to get started. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Shows him the stiff arm. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. Makes him talk to the hand. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Using his feet. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down. The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. On the option. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Powers through the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to get the corner. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tar Heels!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Unloads to the right. Perfect timing on that throw and catch. Kept it in bounds for the big completion. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Left side is Snow. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Sets his feet. It's Bailey. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Finds his target down the middle. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Snap on 1st down. Wants to throw. Hit as he throws. Soft spot in the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Drops back on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Fields. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Checking in with the Tar Heels head coach at the half. He is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving the pocket, it's Bailey. It's complete to the left. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Lisa. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can...
He's going for it all. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, NC State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And that's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. The ride. Got an alley. Showing off the arm. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Wide receiver going in motion. Buys time to his left. At the 35, he's got room. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play. But
makes a deep grab. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They want to run this quarterback. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Chambers. Just gets rid of that one.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Picked off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And he gets it away.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He's got it. Open space at the 25. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Running inside, it's Scott. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Drives inside. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Looking for the edge. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and for the 3rd down and goal situation.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Tar Heel sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this court.
Oh, and he knocks it out of the way, and he's running free. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack. Pulls it. Quick toss. Inside the 40. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown, UNC! Great job by the back on the option.
This offense does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off balance. They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Drops back, it's Bailey. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The run to the right. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Caught in the backfield, it's Hall. Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these big running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Out wide right, it's Thurman. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. We've got a potential big upset percolating, and one that could spoil everything this team's worked for up to this point. That's a clock. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. On the move. Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Anytime the pitchman is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
And the extra point is good. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. So the defense trying to protect the lead, but they could also put a punctuation mark on this thing and end it with a big turnover. And to get rid of it quickly. Unloads in the nick of time.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Makes the tackle. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. To the air, it's Bailey. Rush right in his face. Turns it upfield. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Flips it out in the flat. That last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Looking to throw again. Got it.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Snatches it on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Wolfpack picked up that last 1st down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Back open in the middle. Touchdown, Wolfpack! A great catch and run for 6.
Awesome execution. Nice job going down the field, scoring the touchdown, but only half of the work is done. Under 2 minutes, got to go for the 2-point conversion here. Pick your play. Let's get ready to roll.
A gargantuan moment here as they try to tie it up late with the 2-point conversion. The snap sets up to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's got it out. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Wolfpack sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They're all over it. The throw. And wings it incomplete.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Practice the 2-minute drill all week long, and you dream about making those big plays, and how about this defense coming up big, shutting down this offense. The offense has a chance to go make this a game, maybe go win the football game, and the defense does their job, does their part, makes the big safety, and now receiving the football and putting one nail in the coffin.
And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
The Wolfpack uses its final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Got a little space. Oh, he's got some space. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. Sees some running room. He's got the first down. There's some room. Touchdown, Tar Heel. And they add 6 more with that trip to the house. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. The game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Snap in the shotgun. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well. They weren't overhyping this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for the whole year.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.